When did it begin for you? That moment you realize that games can take us on adventures unlike anything else in this world.
Claim your destiny.
No matter how or where you play, we know the why. Why games have risen to the top of entertainment. Today, superstars are born on the esports stage. Friends and families are united online. And the tales of this generation's greatest heroes become our own. Who knew that 40 years ago, a simple blip on a screen could lead to games that feel so real? They look more like us, do more like us, dream more like us. And the more they're like us, the more we feel a part of them.
Times change.
Games challenge us, inspire us, and entertain us. And they're only getting better.
This way.
Tonight, we celebrate where games have gone in 2014 and where they and we will go next. This is our world, our fantastically varied world. Here, tonight, everyone's invited, and we, each one of us, are all together, united by our love for video games.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Keighley.
Welcome to the Game Awards. This is something completely new I'm doing this year. We've got the entire game industry here in the room and the fans together. And it's an amazing energy. You know, this is a different kind of show for me. It's going to be a little bit like E3, a little bit like an awards show, but a lot about celebrating games and the incredible game developers that have made some amazing games this year in 2014, and also some incredible games that we're going to preview for 2015 and beyond. We've got a lot of amazing surprises. We've got some great world premieres of upcoming titles that you'll see throughout the night. And of course, we've got a lot of awards. We've got our brand new Game Award right here, made by the folks at Weta Workshop. You can check it out here. We'll be giving this hardware out all night. And it's great that everyone's watching around the world on Twitch, YouTube, Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, Wii U, Steam. It's all over the place. You can use the hashtag #TheGameAwards. We've got a lot of show, so let's get right on to it right now and head back to the stage. Enjoy the Game Awards.
And now, please welcome the founder of Double Fine Productions, Tim Schafer.
Hello, and thank you. It is such an honor to be here tonight, especially presenting this award for Best Performance. I have to warn you, because the category has the word performance in the title, the teleprompter is full of erection jokes. So I'm going to skip over all that because we got to keep it classy. One of the nominees for this award is Kevin Spacey, so we're going to class things up for him. And he's not here? He's not here, but there's still that little girl who plays Clementine in Walking Dead. She's an adult. Okay, so the funny thing about performance is that it can be really easy to take for granted, but it can be also a lot of hard work. I care so much about great performance, especially as I get older. Good performance can take a long time, but trust me, in the end, it is worth it. It may sound like I'm making a lot of double entendres here, but it's just a bunch of dick jokes. With these video game award shows, I feel like the people who really deserve the Best Performance Award are the celebrities that they pay to come up here and pretend they care about games for minutes upon minutes. But the Game Awards are different. These awards are different, much more legit. And so you get presenters like me, maybe not quite as good looking, but much more, what's the word? Much more affordable. Affordable, that's it. So, let's have a look at this year's nominees for Best Performance.
Best performance in a game.
Don't touch him, he's ginger.
How do I do this?
Tell the truth.
Still not.
bitten.
Adam Harrington as Bigby Wolf, the wolf among us.
This is not a negotiation, Jack. I distinctly remember telling you just now to not lie to me. I have a way with people.
Melissa Hutchinson as Clementine, The Walking Dead, Season 2.
Playing a kid going through a zombie apocalypse, that just seemed like a really cool challenge.
Bonnie, all I need from you is to just not care where I am for 15 minutes.
You okay?
No.
Trey Parker as Stan Marsh, Eric Cartman, Randy Marsh, Jimmy Valmer, Mr. Mackey, Mr. Hankey, Philip, Tweet, Catfish, Morgan Freeman. Really? Morgan Freeman? Lots of voices, okay? Trey Parker has lots of voices. South Park, the stick of truth.
Yeah!
That was a million to one shot.
You have some incredible ability to make friends quickly, new kid. I want you to go out into the neighborhood and find my greatest warriors. Step forward now and fulfill your
And the winner is, I knew someone would think of that. I know he's not nominated, but somehow I have this hunch that Nolan North is going to win. The winner is Trey Parker, South Park, Stick of Truth.
Thanks, you guys. This is really cool because before I did cartoons, before I did music, I was a gamer. And I've always been a gamer. And this proves that video games are the greatest form of entertainment in the world. Because only in video games can Trey Parker beat out Kevin Spacey for acting.
One of the things I love is being able to reveal things, work with developers to share their new visions with the world for the first time. And right now we're going to do one of those world premieres, something that's a complete surprise. It comes from a studio that made a lot of waves last year, a small independent studio. And I'm really proud to present this world premiere. So I won't say anything more, just check it out and enjoy it.
World premiere.
I hear you, Control.
Visuals on the site?
Yep, looks good.
Okay. Syncing with HQ. Corporate has cleared you for entry, technician. Whenever you're ready.
Here we go.
Technician, are you in?
I am, Control. I am.
From Indie Studio Stoic, here are Arnie Jorgensen and John Watson.
2.5 years ago, John and I left our jobs in large game development and started Stoic, a small, independent studio to create the Banner Saga.
The journey has gone far beyond what we could have dreamed, and the game has been embraced by players around the globe, winning awards on both PC and mobile devices.
Our success wouldn't have been possible without the support of the most energized, amazing community, and with the help of some really talented musicians.
Here to help us make a special Banner Saga announcement are composer Austin Wintry, soloists Maluka and Taylor Davis, and the Green Valley High School Men's Ensemble.
All right. Actually, this gentleman will take it.
The world is breaking.
Yet our people fight on.
Strangers drawn to a single banner.
And no matter how difficult the decisions,
Or how painful they may be.
I give you my word.
My oath. We will survive.
From Electronic Arts, please welcome Peter Moore.
No tattoos. Sorry. It's great to be here at the inaugural Game Awards, and let me start with a huge thank you for Jeff Keighley for putting this great event together. Isn't it a blast? I couldn't be more proud to be on the advisory board of this award show, one that showcases the amazing work done in our industry, and most importantly, celebrates the creative, hard-working talent we have making video games today. Now at EA, we're always looking to work with the best and the brightest in the industry, particularly those with innovation and disruptive ideas. And today we have something really exciting to share with you. Our head of EA Studios, Patrick Soderlund, recently signed a new indie studio to the EA family. And I think it's a team you're going to be pretty excited to hear from. They put together a video for you from our Stockholm studio so you can be the first to see what they're working on. We couldn't be more thrilled to publish their next game. Take a look.
World premiere.
The reception for Brothers was overwhelming. I'm so proud of the game and what it's accomplished. I'm very excited to announce Hazelight Studios. Hazelight is a studio that I have started together with a core team of brothers, and I'm really looking forward to create a new experience.
Creation of new IP is the lifeblood of our industry. EA is investing a lot of resources and energy towards new IP right now. Joseph has proved himself not only to be a great movie director, but to be an equally strong games creator. His new idea and concept is unlike anything I've ever seen. Couple that with a very talented development team and the support that EA can give, and I think we have something very special.
I would love to show something from a new game, but we are so early in production. However, we have put together a very short teaser to give you some kind of idea on what we are working on. Enjoy.
I'm Daryl Rodriguez, CEO of Trendy Entertainment, creators of the Dungeon Defenders franchise. Tonight, our dedicated team is proud to bring you an exclusive look at the next installment of this exciting franchise, Dungeon Defenders 2.
And now, from 310, please welcome Adam Orth.
Imagine waking up floating silently in space, alone amongst the debris of a destroyed space station, the only survivor of a catastrophic event that has left you with no memory, a critically damaged EVA suit leaking oxygen, and no way home. This is the story of Adrift, the new FPX from our studio, 310. Adrift immerses you in a beautiful and solitary science fiction world where the environment is the enemy and your mission is to stay alive, return home safely to Earth. As you explore the wreckage in zero gravity, searching desperately for precious resources, the events leading to the destruction begin to unfold and tell an emotional story of action, consequence, and redemption. Fix the station, repair yourself. I am incredibly excited to finally be able to show you for the very first time Adrift.
World premiere.
Survivor detected. Hardiman Aerospace, North Star 4. Manual oxygen refill required. Hardiman Aerospace, North Star 4. Survivor detected. Hardiman Aerospace, North Star 4. Deviation critically damaged. Hardiman Aerospace, North Star 4. Survivor detected. Hardiman Aerospace, North Star 4. EVA suit critically damaged. Hardiman Aerospace, North Star 4. Survivor detected. Hardiman Aerospace, North Star 4. Manual oxygen refill required. Hardiman Aerospace, North Star 4. Survivor detected. Hardiman Aerospace, North Star 4. Manual oxygen refill required. Hardiman Aerospace, North Star 4.
And now from Face Punch Studios, here's Bill Lowe.
Hi, my name's Bill. You probably have no idea who I am, but it's okay, it's okay. It's weird for me too. A year ago, I was working as an IT guy at a cinema in London, living with my girlfriend's parents. Pretty cool. trying to make games in my spare time. So being here on stage in Vegas, talking to thousands of people, is not something I expected to be doing about a year later. Sorry if I seem a little terrified. Anyway, one day I drew this guy, supposed to be a pixel art caveman. There he is. Yeah! It's me, I know. Anyway. Turns out pixel art's really, really hard. So I made him 3D. Something about the idea stuck with me. I started to build a prototype with some of these ideas that I had. And now it's supposed to be a nice image of it being 3D. Apparently not. There it is. Anyway. Thank you so much. Anyway, I've always enjoyed survival games, as most people do, but instead of focusing on an individual, I wanted to, look at a group. So people often wonder what life might be like in some dystopian future, but what about a prehistoric world? What would it have been like in those early days of humanity? So I imagine guiding my tribe through their harsh, often unforgiving lives, seeing their numbers grow, their social hierarchies form, cultures emerge, and there were mammoths. So someone on Reddit suggested a name. Thank you, open_sketchbook, wherever you are. And this thing I was making was now called Before. Before. Yeah. Thank you so much. Anyway, I made a website. My girlfriend Jenny wrote some beautiful music. And thanks to a lot of really nice people on Twitter, there are some, the game started to get quite a bit of attention. So back in March, while I was planning my Kickstarter campaign, I got a message from Gary Newman, no, not the musician, Gary's mod, Gary Newman. Yeah. Anyway, he liked the idea so much that he offered me the amazing opportunity to join Facepunch Studios and work with them full-time on my game. So that's what we've been doing. And as lovely as they are, we don't have to live with Jenny's parents anymore. Anyway, we're still in the early stages with this thing, but hopefully this trailer will give you an idea of what we want to make. Thank you to everyone who helped put it together over the past few weeks. It was a lot of hard work. And thank you for listening. I hope you like it.
World premiere.
All right, I'm back here with two guys from Ubisoft Montpellier. We've got Johan and Paul. Great to have you guys with us. There we go. All right, we are back here with two guys from Ubisoft Montpellier. You've come all the way from France, Johan and Paul. You guys worked on an amazing game this year.
Okay, thank you. We appreciate it.
Well, it's up for some nominations, right? Including a new category called Games for Change, about a game that has a message or a meaning. Tell us about Valiant Hearts. I mean, this game, what did it mean to you guys? Why did you want to create this game?
We wanted to show that video game can also talk about serious things, and we wanted to touch people maybe with this, and it worked. It worked very well.
It was important to speak about the story of humanity also. It's important for us also.
Yeah, well, it's an incredible game, and it's definitely a very different game, but we like to see that because we've got lots of action games and shooters and things like that, but what you guys did with that game is incredible, and I'm happy to be the one to tell you that you guys also received one of these tonight. Actually, not just one. You're going to get two for the best narrative and the winner of Game for Change, Valiant Hearts. So congratulations, these guys, all the way from France.
Thank you very much.
Anything you want to say to those about it?
I would like to say thank you all to be here with us tonight for our video games. And also thank you for the Valiant Hearts team and our family.
Yeah, it was really intense.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well,
thank you.
We appreciate you guys. We appreciate you coming all this way to the show this year. So thank you and congratulations, and we can't wait to see where the series may go in the future. All right, well, we've got a lot more ahead for you guys, and you know, one of the highlights for me last December was to reveal a game that really surprised me, I think, with its response to it. Of course, I'm talking about some friends over in England who made a game that has been just blowing up this past year. And they said they wanted to do something new this year and come back with me and do something special in December. And they've been planning ever since E3 to put something together for you guys. You know, one of the cool things this year is that there are a lot of indie games that have really inspired me. There are a lot of amazing developers that come up with these really, creative new ideas, and we've showcased a lot of those tonight. Like you guys won with Games for Change, we're hoping, obviously, to have some other games and small games that prove that they deserve to be on the big stage, much like the big blockbuster titles. And hopefully that's something that you guys have seen tonight, and you're going to see more of as we move forward, along with some big games. So right now, we're going to take a look at another world premiere right here on the Game Awards. Check it out.
World Premiere.
From Hello Games, please welcome Sean Murray.
Hi, I'm Sean from Hello Games, a small indie team working on No Man's Sky. What you just saw showed for the first time just 5 of the ways that you can journey through this infinite procedural universe that we're creating. It's been a crazy year for us since Jeff gave us the opportunity to show the game off to the world for the first time. I remember when I was writing the very first lines of code on the game, and I was listening to this track over and over again, Debutante. It's been the soundtrack to everything that we've shown so far. And now that band, my actual favorite band, are writing No Man's Sky, the album. Featuring visuals from Mr. Div, explaining a little bit more about the kind of lore behind the game. Here to perform a never-before-heard track from that album. Can't believe I'm about to say this. 65 Days of Static with Supermoon.
From Naughty Dog, please welcome the creative director of The Last of Us and the upcoming Uncharted 4: A Thief's End, Neil Druckmann.
Hi. The Industry Icon Award, which I'm here to present tonight, was created to honor people whose contributions have left a lasting impression on the game industry. As a kid, I remember my brother bringing home a brand new computer game. We booted it up, and we were blown away by its graphic and sound. You controlled an animated character moving along in a beautifully rendered world. You picked up objects, talked to NPCs, and solved puzzles. Every facet of the game was utilized to tell a character-driven story in a way I've never seen before, and I instantly fell in love with it. That game was King's Quest, developed by Sierra. Growing up in Israel, I barely knew any English, but I'd worked through Sierra's catalog bit by bit, sitting there with a Hebrew-English dictionary. I learned to read and write English just so I could play every King's Quest, every Space Quest, and when my parents went around, Leisure Suit Larry. With multiple highly successful franchises, Sierra was renowned for pushing the boundaries of writing, game design, animation, sound, music, and with the advent of CD-ROM, even acting. Today's gaming storytellers stand on Sierra's shoulders. Tonight, we're proud to honor two visionaries who entertained and inspired countless of players and developers.
If you were to imagine the birth of personal computer games with graphics, you might picture a legion of undergraduates working in the basements of MIT or Stanford. But this fairy tale starts with a couple teenage sweethearts living on the outskirts of Los Angeles, California. In 1979, Ken Williams was working as a programmer, and personal computers were slowly finding their way into American homes. That year, he introduced his wife, Roberta, to a text-based computer game. Inspired, she conceived her own game with a story and decided it needed pictures. Roberta convinced Ken to program the game, which they called Mystery House, the first graphical adventure game for PCs.
What intrigued me was the fact that since I am a storyteller, and I've always been a storyteller, was the fact that this was another dimension beyond just a book or a movie, the fact that you could interact with a story.
The couple's dream was to sell 10,000 copies so they could buy their own house in the woods. But not even they imagined the true potential of PC gaming. The independently published game proved a massive success. It was more than enough to buy their house, and it became the first building block in the company that would become known as Sierra. In less than a decade, the business created by Ken and Roberta exploded into a publicly traded company with over 1,000 employees. They were collaborating with everyone, including Muppets creator Jim Henson. Story and character development were at the heart of Sierra Adventure Games. And the company continued to push technical innovations too, like voiceovers, real music, and more lifelike graphics. Sierra Games tackled all genres, like comedy with Space Quest, thriller with Gabriel Knight, role-playing adventures with Quest for Glory, and other pursuits with Leisure Suit Larry.
It's a unique industry because it's the only one where you can make this much money, have so much fun, and feel so good about what you're doing.
I think it was around 1984, 1985 that I started working on King's Quest, which has sort of turned into, a big hit.
Oh, if she doesn't want it, I'll take it.
Roberta continued creating and writing adventure games, most notably the blockbuster franchise King's Quest. And in a male-dominated industry, she provided one of the most influential female perspectives in gaming. Today, the industry has evolved, but Sierra remains the company that pioneered many of the technologies and storytelling techniques that are now industry standard. Some of today's greatest games are all built on a foundation birthed by gaming industry pioneers, Ken and Roberta Williams.
I've got more success than I ever wanted or ever really needed. And from here, if I can just make better games, make the home computer more productive, and put a home computer in every home, then I'll have done more than I ever wanted.
It is my honor to present the first Industry Icon Award to the founders of Sierra. Please help me welcome Ken and Roberta Williams.
Wow. Hey, thank you, everyone. I didn't get to see the video at the beginning, so apologies if this is reruns, but it was almost to the day, 35 years ago, that I was playing an adventure game that was all text on a teletype machine. In those days, we had acoustic modems and 300 baud, which nobody here can relate to. But you know, and Roberta saw me playing it and kind of took over the screen. And a few days later, she said, we got to go to dinner. And she took me to dinner and spent the evening describing her vision for what a game could be. And at the time, I was working on a compiler. I had this big vision of being the next Bill Gates, who wasn't Bill Gates in those days, but, oh, okay, she wants to see the award. But, you know, she spent the evening kind of describing this murder mystery while people at other tables were looking at us like we were wacky. And then she said, why don't you build it instead of the compiler? And I did, and then suddenly the company kind of grew and grew and grew. And it's weird to think that that dinner was like in November of '79, and I think we released the product in like May of '80, which a lot of the developers here know is a fairly rapid schedule, especially with one programmer, one artist, and that's about it. But anyway, before I turn over to Roberta, I should thank, I guess, all the people of Sierra, all the fans, all the people that still remember us this many years later. And I don't know, we'll let her talk. Well, I broke it.
Oh, I don't have any hands.
Okay, sorry.
I'm a shorty, you know. So, well, thank you, everybody, for coming and for the award from the Games Awards show. And I'm just surprised I'm here and just can't believe it. If you guys can believe it's been 17 years for me since I've been out of business. And time goes by fast, but I appreciate it so much, everybody coming and... Well, I appreciate you too. Thank you so much. And sorry I don't have anything to show you. I don't have a game anymore. But although we do have, there is a new King's Quest coming. And I've had an advanced look at it, and it looks awesome. I do want to play it very much. And as such, I'd like to introduce the new designers, the designer and the producer for the game. And that would be Matt Korba and Lindsay Rostel from The Odd Gentlemen, who are going to be the new designers, and that will be through Activision for the new King's Quest. I have something to do first.
Wow. First of all, I just want to give a heartfelt thanks to Roberta and Ken for everything that they've done for the gaming industry. I had the pleasure of showing Ken and Roberta the game a few weeks ago, and it is a moment that I will treasure forever. It was also extremely nerve-wracking. If we were going to do this it was very important to us to get their blessing. When we set out to reimagine King's Quest, we wanted to hang on to everything that made the original game so special. The charm, the humor, the puzzles, and the sense of wonder. We wanted to make a King's Quest that if Roberta and Ken were still making adventure games, this is the one they would make in 2015. King's Quest is my favorite game series of all time. Thank you. It's a scary task to take something so loved and make it new again. But I hope you'll be able to see the love we've been pouring into the game. With that, I am proud to be a part of Sierra and honored to introduce the new King's Quest.
World premiere.
So, you want to hear a story. It has been a long time, hasn't it? How about a tale you haven't heard before? One with luscious worlds of wonder, of treacherous traps, fantastical foes, and caverns that could kill. Once upon an astounding time.
Now, please welcome the man who runs PlayStation, Sean Layden.
Good evening, everyone. Game development is a collaborative process where countless hours of work are contributed by hundreds of people. But sometimes a great game can be built by fewer people, like much fewer people, like not enough people to build a company baseball team. It still takes a ton of work, but thanks to crowdfunding and digital distribution, independent games are leading a renaissance by gamers, for gamers. Unshackled, these developers are creating games they want to play. And here are your nominees for Best Indie Game.
Best Indie Game. Broken Age.
Guess it's time to face the cupcakes.
Time to grab the wheel of this ship and steer it straight into the storm.
Transistor.
Come on, pull. There. Together again. Sort of.
Shovel Knight. The Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Cases like this one didn't come along very often. In Red Creek Valley, the secrets grew like spider webs. And Ethan Carter disturbed one he shouldn't have.
Monument Valley.
Big round of applause. All right. And the Game Award goes to... Wow, it's a really small piece of paper. Shovel Knight.
wow, just thank you so much. This is absolutely unbelievable. We'd like to thank our friends and family helping us through this really tough time. I mean, when you're developing an indie game, just every bit of energy that you have goes into it. So thanks to our friends and family. Thank you so much to Nintendo for helping us and for helping us with their indie program. I mean, awesome. And also thank you to all of our backers on Kickstarter. I mean, without crowdfunding, this would not have been possible. So thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah. And then I guess lastly, just thank you to everyone for loving these kinds of games and for allowing games like Shovel Knight. I mean, when we were kids playing, our Marios and our Castlevanias and our Zeldas, we never imagined that we get to work on something like this or that it could come out and be successful and that everyone would love it. So it's just so wonderful. So just thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, we really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And now, the president and creative director of Robotoki, please welcome Robert Bowling.
So over the last 2 years, we've been crafting a massive online multiplayer experience that focuses 35 years after the zombie apocalypse and the fall of society. Factions of survivors all around the world have received coordinates to the last remaining supplies. It is up to you to go and collect them while facing off on the greatest threat in the zombie apocalypse, the human element. I am proud to present to you the first world premiere exclusive look at a human element coming November 2015, PC, Xbox One, and PS4.
World premiere.
said that you would spend. And now it's time to build from the bottom of the pit right to the top. Don't hold back. Packing my bags, giving the academy a rain check. Whoa, I don't ever want to let you down. No, I don't ever want to leave this town. 'Cause after all, this city never sleeps at night. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger than I'll admit. I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand that I'm never changing who I am? So this is where you fell, and I'm left to sell. Oh, the path to heaven runs through miles of crowded hell right to the top. But don't look back, turning to rags and giving the commodities a rain check. Oh, I don't ever want to let you down. No, I don't ever want to leave this town. After all, this city never sleeps at night. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger than I'll admit. I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand that I'm never changing who I am? It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit I'll admit, I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand that I'm never changing who I am? This road never looks so lonely, but this house doesn't burn down slowly to ashes, to ashes. It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger than I'll admit. I'm just the same as I was. Now don't you understand that I'm never changing who I am? It's time to begin, isn't it? I get a little bit bigger than I'll admit. I'm just the same as I was. Don't you understand that I'm never changing who I am? Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. Kondo.
Wow. Absolutely amazing. Thank you to Imagine Dragons and Koji Kondo. You know, that's exactly what this show should be about, putting smiles on the face of someone like Koji Kondo, who's given us so many smiles over all the years. So thank you to those guys. That was a really special moment. I appreciate the band doing that for us. Well, that is going to do it for the first ever Game Awards here in Las Vegas. We hope you enjoyed the show. We had a lot of great games, a lot of great awards, a lot of great news. Dungeon Defenders 2 is #1 early access on Steam. We're breaking records on YouTube and Twitch for viewers of a show like this. So thank you so much for watching the show. You can use the hashtag #TheGameAwards. This has been a crazy experiment. I appreciate everyone in the industry supporting it, the fans for coming out, and those of you online for watching. Thank you so much, and good night.